about another lesson, which is inferring the meaning of blended words using context clues. So, are you ready for another lesson? Alright, so let's get started. So, what does blended words mean? Maybe you have a lots of ideas about blended words, or you encounter these words but you are not aware of it, that they are called blended words. So before we talk about the meaning of blended words, let's have some examples. So the word workaholic is a blended word in which two words, which are work and alcoholic, are combined. So we have a word workaholic. For the second example, we have chillax, which is another blended word in which chill and relax, which are two words, are combined. If we will combine the word auto and pilot, we can also have a word autopilot, which is a blended word. And lastly, if we combine the words stay and vacation, we can have a word staycation, which is another blended word. So, from those examples, what is the meaning of blended words? So, a blended word is a word formed by combining parts of two words or more other words. For example, the word smog is a blend of smoke and fog, which are two words. On the one hand, when we say blending, it refers to the process of joining a part of one word and a part of another to form a new word with a new meaning. So that is what we called blending. Now, if you will ask me like, teacher, how can we create blended words? We have ways to do that. So, how to create a blended word? So, first, we can create a blended word by adding the first part of the first word to the second part of the second word. For example, the word smoke and fog. So, the first part of the word smoke, which is SM, no, SM, is combined to the second part of fog, which is OG. So, we have the word smog. Same as with chill and relax, we combine the first part of chill to the second part of the word relax, which is lax. Thus, we have a blended word chillax. Another way to create blended words is by combining the beginning of the two words, meaning the beginning part of the first word will be added to the beginning part of the second word. So let's have an example. So the word internet is a combination of the words international and network. So as you can see, the beginning part of the word international, which is inter, is added to the beginning part of the network, which is net. So if we combine inter and net, we can have a blended word internet or internet. Another example is the blended word cyborg, in which is cyber is combined to the beginning part of the word organism, which is org. So if we combine cyber and org, we can have cyborg. So keep in mind that we do not only combine the beginning parts of the two words, but we can also combine the last part of the second word to the beginning part of the first word. So for example, the word brunch, which is a combination of breakfast and lunch. So as you can see here, the beginning part of the first word is combined to the last part of the second word. So this is still a blended word. So we have the blended word brunch. Also, we can add the whole word to the beginning part of another word. For example, the blended word emoticon. So we combine emote, which is the beginning part of the word emotion, and the word icon, which the whole word icon is combined to the word emote. Now we have the blended word emoticon. Other examples are heliport, and which is the combination of helicopter and airport. Another one is infotech, which is a combination of information and technology. And lastly, the blended word frenemy, which is a combination of friend and enemy. So these are example words that are called blended words. So do not forget these things, okay? So now, how do inferring works? When we say infer, we are understanding a word. So now maybe you are thinking, how can you understand or know the meaning of unfamiliar blended words, right? So we can understand an unfamiliar blended word with the help of context clues. So by looking for context clues in the sentence, where the blended word is used, we can fully understand the blended word even though we read it or we encounter it for the very first time. But before that, let's define first what is context clue. So, when we say context clue, these are clues or hints that a writer provides to help the readers get the meaning of a difficult or unusual word in a sentence. So, it may also appear within the same sentence where the word is used, for example, a blended word, or it may be found in the next sentence. So, context clues may be in the form of synonym, antonym, explanation, or a specific example. So, a synonym is a repeat context clue wherein the writer used a similar word of the unfamiliar word that you want to know the definition of it. On the one hand, if it is an antonym, it is a contrast clue wherein the writer used an opposite word or phrase of the unfamiliar word. Third is an explanation, which is a definition context clue, wherein the writer give or state the meaning of the unusual or the unfamiliar word in the sentence. And lastly, a specific example, which is an example context clue, wherein the writer uses examples to help the reader to understand the unfamiliar word. So now we have here two sentences which have a blended word that may somehow unfamiliar to us. So if we want to know the meaning of the blended word chillax, we will use context clues. But before that, let's first read the sentence. So I need to chillax due to my hard days. Kaluwayan Beach Resort is the best place to take a rest. So, because we want to know the meaning of the word chillax, we have a hint here that it is about chilling and relaxing because we have a hint about a beach, no? The Kaluwayan Beach Resort, which is the best place to take a rest. So the word rest is similar to the word relax, which is a word that is combined to the blended word chillax. So from that context clue, from that hint, we can know the definition of the blended word chillax. Another example is this one. My brother is workaholic who never takes time off, while my sister is lazy who always uses her time playing gadgets. So if we want to know the meaning of workaholic in this sentence, we can use antonyms because we have a hint that his brother is not resting and he is compared to his sister who always play gadgets. So we can say that workaholic is a person who works hard and who works long hours. Okay? So now let's try this. So you need to match the blended words with their two original words. So in column A, no, we have blended words such as camcorder, telecast, bionic, glamping, and globish. While on column B, we have the original words. Now, what will you do is to match these blended words with their original words. So I will give you 1 minute for you to try this activity. So, time, let me have the time. So, time starts now. Right. So, time's up. So, let's check your answers. So, let's see. So, these are the correct answers. So, camcorder is a combination of camera and recorder. For the telecast, it is a combination of television and broadcast. While for bionic, we have a combination of biology and electronic. For glamping, it is a combination of glamorous and camping, while globish is a combination of global and English. All right, so let's give a round of applause for ourselves for trying this activity. So, good job, guys. So, to further check your understanding, you need to identify what is referred to in each of these sentences. Okay? So, the first one is these are formed by combining a part of a word with a part of another to form a new word with a new meaning. So, what do we call that? What is that word? Second is it is the process of joining a part of one word and a part of another to make a new word with a new meaning. So what do we call that? Okay? And lastly, these are used in inferring or guessing the meaning of unfamiliar blended words. So again, what do we call that? So I will also give 1 minute for you to answer this. Okay? So time starts now. Right, time's up. So, if your answer in this first statement is blended words, you're correct. Very good. So, blended words are formed by combining a part of a word with a part of another to form a new word with a new meaning. So, that is a blended word. So if your answer in this statement 2 is blending, you got that right. So blending is the process of joining a part of one word and a part of another to make a new word with a new meaning. Okay? And if your answer in the third statement is context clues, you also got that correct. But yeah, context clues are used in inferring or guessing the meaning of unfamiliar blended words. So before we also end this lesson, there are another set of examples of blended words here. So fanzine is a combination of fan and magazine. Telegenic is a combination of television and photogenic, while Medicare is a combination of medical and care, and Videocam is a combination of video and camera, while for infotainment, it is a combination of information and entertainment. So we're done with our lesson. So thank you so much.